of the 300 subjects who participated in an experiment using virtual reality therapy to reduce their fear of heights, 40% experienced sweaty palms, 30% experienced vomiting, and 75% experienced dizziness. Okay, so we have been given the number of subjects as 300, but all the data is given to us in the terms of percent, 40, 30, and 75. And then I see that there is another figure given to me that is also in terms of percent. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to ignore the 300 because I don't want to do all those calculations. I'm going to find my answer. I'm going to assume that there are 100 people only. I'm going to find my answer in terms of percentages, and then I'm just going to multiply that by 3. Yeah. All right. So then I have 40% experienced sweaty palms. So I'll say 40. Yeah, sweaty. If you can write percent if you wish to, so that you don't forget it later on. Yeah. Then 30% experienced vomiting. So then vomiting is 30%, and then 75% experienced dizziness. So here I have dizziness, which is 75%, right? And overall, I have to remind myself that I have taken 100 people. I've assumed that there are 100 people, and I have a none over here. I don't know what that is, right? Now, if all the subjects experienced at least one of these effects, all right, so then I'm given none is equal to 0, right? And 35% of the subjects experienced exactly 2 of these effects, all right? So exactly 2, that means this region, right? This region, and then this region, and then this region. So all these 3 regions together is 35%, yeah? How many of the subjects experienced only one of these effects? So I have to find how many people are here, here, and here together. Only one, right? Only this particular region, and only this region. All right. And I don't know how many people are inside over here either, right? Okay. But I know I have 100 people, right? Now, look, these 100 people, I know that this entire thing is 40, this entire thing is 30, and this entire thing is 75. I know this, and this together is 35, and this one I don't know. So what can I do? I can say 100 is equal to the total, and none is equal to 0, so I just ignore it, is equal to 40 plus 30 plus 75, right? But I have counted this region twice, and this region twice, because I counted this region in 40 as well as in 30. So I'm going to subtract 35 out of it once, right? Because I've counted this region 2 times, but I want to count it only once, right? So then I've subtracted 35, this, and this. Then this particular region I've counted 3 times. I counted it in 40, I counted it in 30, and in 75. So I subtract 2 of all, right? 2 times this particular region. I subtracted this. Is that okay? So then I've counted this 3 times, so I'm subtracting twice of it because I want to count it only once, right? All right. So now if I do this calculation, what do I get? I subtract this 40, then 70, 110. So 100 minus 100, I get 10. And 2 goes over there. So I get all is equal to 5. Right? So I see here that I have 5 people over here. Is that okay? I have total, I have 100 people. I have 35 people here. I have 5 people here, which means that I have 40 people lying in these regions, which means here, here, and here together, I have 60% people here, right? In only one set, I have 60% people. Since it is percent and I had 300 people, I'll just multiply this by 3 and I'll get 180 people. So my answer over here is going to be 180. Right? Now, of course, you could have easily done this question using the formula as well. We see that, right? Total is equal to A plus B plus C minus the ones which are counted exactly twice, and then minus 2 times the ones which are counted 3 times, right? And then plus none. Of course, you could have used that formula. But the point is that do you remember all the formulas exactly? Do you remember that here it is going to be just minus 35 and not minus 2 times 35, and here it is not going to be, let's say, plus all, but instead it's going to be minus 2 times all? Frankly, I find it hard to remember that. Where am I going to have, let's say, only A, only B, only C, right? There are these very basic two formulae which we know, which we use all the time. Of course, this total is equal to A plus B plus C, etc. One, and then the other one is where we see total is equal to only one, only two, plus only three, and plus none. Right? These are the two basic formula that we need to remember, and then we can do everything by just using the Venn diagram. Of course, it's a personal choice. If you prefer to use the formula and you prefer to like remember that, that's perfectly good as well. But otherwise, try to ensure that you know how to solve it using a Venn diagram, because there will be questions in which, the formula may not be directly applicable. Even if you remember like whatever, 6, 8 of them, even then there may not be anything which is directly applicable. So this you need to know how to use the Venn diagram for sure.